Hello, hello. Welcome to another Anzu stream, and thanks for coming. It's time. It's time for Anzu to be live on YouTube and not on Twitch. I will be back on Twitch tomorrow, but man, yesterday Twitch was just a trip. It was rough. I had a lot of technical difficulties, and definitely not a fun time. Plus, I realized that the back half of my stream, because I do longer streams on Twitch, which I think you're supposed to do, but the back half of my stream is definitely going to be like sparser because it's a weeknight. Of course it will be, right? I didn't even think about that, but yeah, it will be. So what are you gonna do? Except maybe change the amount of time I stream on the weekdays. It's possible. It's possible. It's certainly, on Twitch they do like average viewer, I think. It certainly doesn't help the number of average viewers to be streaming several hours to no one. But what do I care? I'm not going to be an affiliate for a while anyway. So let's instead focus on the now, focus on the here, right? Today, we're going to learn German. Well, okay. So I actually have been learning German for quite a while. Is there echo? There. I have been learning German for quite a while, and I want to test myself. I got a brand new Duolingo account open here, and we're going to see if this works. That's not what I wanted. All right, let's edit this source. The other kind of funky situation going on is that I also switched to Streamlabs OBS, so I have to kind of now figure out exactly what is going on with these new controls. Like, it tweets automatically and it connects with multiple things, and apparently that is a source of many bugs. Okay, we should be good now. There we go. Welcome to a Duolingo. Using an ad blocker? Why, yes I am, thank you. Using an ad blocker, 2 VPNs, a firewall, and Firefox's tracking protection. It's just common sense in today's dangerous internet. All right. We're going to jump right into it. The first things first, the placement tests. Ooh. Take a test to jump ahead. It takes about 5 minutes and adapts to your level by getting harder or easier based on your answers. Okay. 5 minutes? Let's go. My husband is smart. Mein Mann ist klug. Klug. Yeah, awesome. Kein Problem. Oh. She says it interesting.
Kein
Kein
Problem.
Problem. Correct.
Es regnet.
Es regnet. It is raining. Amazing. Excellent. Let's make it a bit tougher.
Ich möchte am Wochenende wandern gehen.
Ich möchte am Wochenende wandern gehen. So, ich möchte, I make, or a common way to say do or am in German is make. On the weekend, wandern, hiking, go. I'm going hiking. I'm going to go hiking on the weekend. I would like to. Is that möchte? Would like to? Would like to go hiking on the weekend. So maybe that's not mach. No, you're right. It's a much. Would like to. I would like to. I don't know that one. Well, I think we still got it right.
Möchtest du heute Griechisch essen?
Would you like to today eat something? Greek food? Greek food. Would you like to eat Greek food today? One of the problems I have with Duolingo is that it's all about the multiple choice. So even if you don't know all the words, it's kind of easy to, figure out exactly what the answer should be. Melanie and Tim, do you want to grill today? Melanie und Tim. Wollt ihr
Hier.
heute
Grillen.
grillen? Nice. Melanie und Tim, wollt ihr heute grillen? Heute is today. Wollt is want. And you put the verb further forward because it's a question.
Wohnst du allein oder hast du Mitbewohner?
Wohnst du allein, alone, oder hast du Mitbewohner? Mitbewohner is a roommate, I think. Yeah. Wohnst du allein oder hast du Mitbewohner? Because wohn is like Wohnzimmer is living room, so it's like living or a place where you live. Apartment is wohn something as well. Do you? Oh yeah, wohnst, live alone, or do you have roommates? Mitbewohner.
Mein Hund ist arbeitslos und hat nur ein Auge.
Mein Hund ist arbeitslos, jobless, and had only one eye. My dog is unemployed. I mean, yeah, and has only one eye. Check it. And only has one eye. It's the same thing. Nice. Clearly not a beginner. Das ist interessant.
Salz ist weiß.
Salz ist weiß. That's a pretty easy one. Salt is white.
Groß und klein.
Groß und klein. Big and short, big and small. Big, black. Don't finish that sentence. The man likes hats. Der Mann mag Hüte. Hüte. Die Hüte. Oh, the hats. I even read it
Magst
wrong.
du die Ente?
Magst du die Ente? Do you like the ducks? Do you like the duck? Oh, just the one. The duck. Die Ente. And 10 would be ducks. The bear is playing. Der Bär
Bär.
spielt.
Spielt.
Nice. That is not high. Das ist nicht hoch.
Das ist nicht hoch.
Are you going to swim today? Oh, no. Gehst
Gehst
du heute schwimmen?
schwimmen?
Because we put the infinitive verb at the end. Yeah.
Wir sehen die Bäume.
Wir sehen die Bäume. We see the flowers. Bäume. No, trees. Blumen is flowers. Bäume is trees. Nicely done.
Die Bäume haben Äpfel.
Die Bäume haben Äpfel.
Äpfel.
The trees have apples. The trees have eyes. No, it's the hills have eyes. The trees have apples. It is not your turn. Ooh, I love how they say this in German. Du bist nicht dran. Dran. So, you are not drawn. You can kind of think of it like, you know, drawn from a deck of cards. It's not your turn. You are not drawn. Nice. It would be really funny if I got that one wrong after explaining it. All right. I like to eat. Ich esse
gerne.
gerne. Gerne is a fun word too. It's kind of an adverb. It means happily, I think. But ich esse gerne. I eat happily.
Ich sehe die Häuser.
Ich sehe die
Ich
Häuser.
sehe die
Häuser.
Häuser.
Not
Haus.
house. Häuser. I see the houses. I see you. Ich
Ich
sehe dich.
dich.
It's not du, it's dich. Oh, so in Germany there's here, let me see if I can pull up I know there's a good German dictionary. Let me just find the link on my phone. Yes. So this is like the best online German English dictionary because this search option will take either and then it'll go like between any languages. It's really good. So let's see. Ich. So if we do suchen, to seek, to search, right? There are a lot of job hiring posters in Germany that say wir suchen dich. Wir suchen dich. And it's just written out on the street. Wir suchen dich. Yeah, it's pretty funny. It definitely took me by surprise when I saw it. Ich sehe dich. No, not the door. Nein,
Nein.
nicht die
Tür.
Tür. Awesome.
Das Haus hat keine Steckdosen.
We're almost done here. Das Haus hat keine Steckdosen. Ah, this was a thing we had to deal with when we moved to Germany. Steckdosen.
Das Haus hat keine Steckdosen.
The house does not have any power outlets. Wait. The house does not have any. The house. I forgot the word does. Okay, so I've gotten 2 questions wrong by misreading. German skills 100, reading skills 0. My house is in France. Mein Haus ist in Frankreich. Where's it gonna put me? I got 2 questions wrong. You tested out of 36 skills. Whoa, a 1-day streak. You unlocked 28% of the German. Yeah. Oh, wow. No thanks. So where are we? Bobby's health, people, events, habits, housing, hotel, food, plans. Hello. Oh, interesting. So I'm doing the German course on my phone, and this is slightly different. But yeah, look at that. Lots of German learned. What now? We could do some stories. I like the stories. Oh, look at all these stories. Yeah, let's do the stories. The stories are honestly the best part. Oh yeah, this one's. So I've done a lot of these. Are they different in the mobile app? Well, we have 24 of them to do, so plenty of things to do. A new student. A new student. Oh boy.
Der neue Schüler.
Der neue Schüler. Schüler. So we should also kind of go over the process of memorization, because that's actually a big part of language learning. So let's see. Der is pretty easy. Neue, also not bad. Schüler, student. So let's see. When you're a student, you need to purchase shoes and rulers. You need to have school clothes and school supplies. Shoes, rulers, all the students are Schülers.
Der neue Schüler.
Der neue Schüler.
Sari und Lilly fahren mit dem Bus in die Schule.
Sari und Lilly fahren mit dem Bus in die Schule. Sari and Lily ride on the bus to the school. Yeah, in die Schule, at the school. Mit dem Bus. So dem is in the accusative case, right? Because mit comes before it. So Sari und Lily fahren, are riding, mit dem Bus in die Schule. So Schule is pretty easy if you know that Schule.
Der neue Schüler.
Der neue Schüler. It slows it down for you. I didn't know that. Yeah, Schule is pretty easy if you know Schule. Mit dem Bus. So one thing that is hard to do in language is get the intricacies of phrasing down. So you can create little fun word games or, you know, pun connections for the different words, but you'll still sound very unnatural unless you get the grammar right. So we would normally say, Sari und Lily ride on the bus to the school. And in kind of means at. In English it's in Deutsch it's auf, or in.
Sari und Lilly fahren mit dem Bus in die Schule.
Fahren mit dem Bus. So, one thing you can do is you imagine yourself riding on the bus, and you say, Ich fahre mit dem Bus. Mit dem Bus. Mit dem Bus. Ich fahre mit dem Bus. Du fährst mit dem Bus. Mit dem Bus. Mit dem Bus. And the more that you do that, especially if you're on a bus, you can say, Ich fahre mit dem Bus. And you'll create that mental connection in your mind, because your mind doesn't think in words, it thinks in concepts. And a lot of those concepts can be pretty complicated, which is why the only way that your mind is able to represent them is through words. So a lot of people, especially, people who have gone through school, they don't quite understand that their brain is first making a concept and then transferring it into a sentence, because it happens so naturally and quickly. So instead, what you have to do is you have to go back into the idea of the concept. Like, if you think about the idea of, let's say, do you remember ghost riding the whip? Ghost riding the whip. It was when you got out of your car and let it roll down the street. And basically, you weren't driving your car. It was kind of dumb. Ghost riding the whip, right? That's a concept that you learned the way to call by thinking about that mode of transportation. So you just have to think about riding the bus and say, ich fahre mit dem Bus. With the bus. I'm riding with the bus. All right. We've delayed this story long enough.
Schule ist ein neuer Schüler.
Lilly, in unserer Schule ist ein neuer Schüler. In our school is a new student.
Heißt Marcel.
Heißt Marcel. He is called Marcel. He is named Marcel. He is called. His name is. Zari tells Lily there's a new student named Marcel at their school.
Marcel, ja?
Marcel, ja?
Kommt aus Frankreich.
Kommt aus Frankreich. Oh, French. He's a French boy.
Sein Vater ist Schauspieler.
Sein Vater ist Schauspieler. So here's a good vocab word. It means actor, right? Yeah. Schau. So, Spiel is pretty easy, play, but you can think a show play, a show player. He plays a show, plays a Schau. He's a Schauspieler.
Sein Vater ist Schauspieler.
Sein Vater ist Schauspieler.
Sehr interessant.
Sehr interessant. Lily is not very interested, actually.
Spricht 3
spricht 3 Sprachen. Sprachen. Yeah, pronunciation is not a strong point for me in English, so pronunciation will not be a strong point for me in German. It's important to remember that anything you struggle at in English will also not be easy in a foreign language. Just baseline. Like, there's no there's no way that learning German will suddenly make you good at pronunciating words. In this case, he speaks 3 languages.
Ist klug.
He's smart. Ist klug.
Klug und groß.
Klug und groß.
Und hat sehr schöne.
Und hat sehr schöne. Klug und groß und hat sehr schöne. Was this? Smart and tall. And he has very, very beautiful. Very beautiful. Yes. He has very beautiful dot dot dot.
Ja.
Ja.
Sehr schöne Schuhe.
Sehr schöne Schuhe. So, see, this is a hard one. Schule and Schuhe. But I mean, there's words like that in English, like, you know, English learner might be confused by the words school and scoot. Like, how is school, where you go to learn, at all the same to scoot, which is where you move your butt a little bit? And that's the thing. Like, language is arbitrary. You have to memorize the arbitrary part and then learn the rules where there are rules. In this case, there's no rule. Schuhe, but it sounds like shoe, right? Schuhe and Schule. Very beautiful. Sehr schöne Schule.
Sari, Marcel ist da drüben.
Sari, Marcel ist da drüben. I think is over there, right there. Yeah, da drüben. Another excellent phrase to practice. You can say, meine Katze ist da drüben. Der Sofa ist da drüben. I don't know how to say computer yet. Yes, the microphone is nicht da drüben. Ist nicht da drüben. It's right here. It's not over there. Was? What?
Hallo Marcel.
Hallo, Marcel.
Hallo Lilly, wie geht's?
Wie geht's? So I love the phrase "wie geht's." It just sounds so casual, but it's actually easy to use. You can use it formally or informally. There is informal and formal "you" in German. Wie geht's is neither. Well, maybe geht. Yeah. It basically is what is going to you? What's going to you? What's going on? How's it going? Wie geht's? What's up? My American surfer mentality is really shining through. Sorry, just being on Twitter real quick. Somebody posted something weird on my tweet response, and I don't appreciate it.
Super. Danke.
Super, danke.
Marcel, das hier ist meine Freundin Sari.
Marcel, das hier ist meine Freundin Sari. This here, this or that. Das is a very versatile word. Marcel, das hier ist meine Freundin Sari. Freundin, friend, but specifically a female friend. So people often use it to mean girlfriend.
Sie liebt deine Schuhe.
Sie liebt deine Schuhe.
Oh, hallo Marcel.
Hello, Marcel. Sari was embarrassed because she didn't know Marcel's shoes were really white and gold, and God, that's tacky. Select the pairs. In die Schule. By bus. Neue. Schule. Fahren. 100%. You've reached level 1. What? Next time you'll do the story in listening mode to reach level 2? I didn't know there were multiple levels. Level 1 of 2.
Der neue Schüler.
Der neue Schüler.
Sari und Lilly fahren mit dem Bus in die Schule.
Fahren mit dem Bus in die Schule.
Lilly, In unserer Schule ist ein neuer Schüler.
In unserer Schule ist ein neuer Schüler.
Er heißt Marcel.
Er heißt Marcel.
Marcel, ja?
Er
Marcel.
kommt aus Frankreich.
Er kommt aus
Sein
Frankreich.
Vater ist Schauspieler.
Sehr interessant.
Er spricht 3 Sprachen.
Er spricht 3 Sprachen.
Oh, er ist klug.
Oh, er ist klug
Klug und groß.
und
Und er
groß.
hat sehr schöne,
Ja?
sehr schöne Schuhe.
Sehr schöne Schuhe.
Sari, Marcel ist da drüben.
Was?
Hallo Marcel.
Hallo Lilly, wie geht's?
Wie geht's?
Super. Danke. Marcel, das hier ist meine Freundin Sari. Sie liebt deine Schuhe.
Why is only Zari getting the
Oh,
the
hallo
blank
Marcel.
lines? Shoes. Speaks. Spricht? Yeah. Super. Sprachen. Schön. Oh wow. Okay, so they don't transfer all the features onto mobile right away. So there's not a listening mode yet on the mobile app, which is where I mostly do this. That's fine though, because there's still a lot of stories to get through. Look at all these stories. Wunderbar. All right, let's do a neue Videospiel. Yeah.
Ein neues Videospiel.
Ein neues. So that's something I just learned is adjective declensions before the nouns, and it's quite difficult.
Ein
Neues Videospiel.
Junior und Eddie sind im Kaufhaus.
Kaufhaus. Junior und Eddie sind im Kaufhaus. Is that just house, home? Oh no, in the department store. Right, because kaufen is buying, to buy, right? And the mnemonic there is kauf up the cash to buy things. Junior und Eddie sind im Kaufhaus. Kaufhaus, house is easy, so Kaufhaus, buying house, department store. Gotta learn that. So yeah, the further we go in the stories, the more I'll have to do these kind of mental exercises to understand everything.
Papa, ich muss auf jeden Fall das Videospiel hier haben.
Papa, ich muss auf jeden Fall das Videospiel hier haben. Papa, I must, from every fall, the video game here that they have. Fall is not fall like autumn, so I don't remember what it is. Muss jahren. So sometimes they do that. Fall. Auf jeden Fall. Absolutely. Auf jeden Fall. Definitely. Okay. So you can kind of get a meaning here. So language is never one-to-one, right? De fall. Unfortunately. So even if we click on this word, or maybe hover over it. How does this website work? That's silly. It only appears when I let go of the mouse button. All right. Auf jeden Fall, in jedem Fall, auf jeden Fall. Okay. So fall so you could say fall means possibility, or fall means type. So then you could say auf jeden Fall, from every possibility, absolutely, in every conceivable reality. Auf jeden Fall. And let's see. Well, if we talk about every conceivable reality, I think of Doctor Strange from Infinity War. I've looked through every conceivable reality, and of them, there's only one where we win. Deal with it. So if we talk about that, then we can talk about the idea that he fell, he falls. So when we see the word fall, we think of the fall of Doctor Strange during his battle with Thanos. It's not weird, I promise. Papa, ich muss auf jeden Fall, from every possibility, absolutely, das Videospiel hier haben. Ich muss, I must, ich muss auf jeden Fall. It's also important to note that they put this right after the verb. So, he is absolutely running. Rennt auf jeden Fall. Like that. Ich muss auf jeden Fall das Videospiel hier haben. Alright.
Das Videospiel nicht haben.
Du musst das Videospiel nicht haben.
Du musst das Videospiel nicht haben.
Du musst das Videospiel nicht haben. So, yeah. Sometimes it's important to learn phrasing as well, because sometimes when English speakers think of phrasing, they think of the rise and fall of the voice, but there are languages where the rise and fall of the voice actually changes the meaning of the word. Like Chinese, Mandarin Chinese is a tonal language, and Japanese is also a mostly tonal language. Spoken Japanese is a tonal language. Ooh, Shade Lotus. Hi. Will the chat box work today? Shade Lotus, du musst das Videospiel nicht haben. I'm sorry.
Bitte, Papa. Das Spiel hat total coole Aliens.
Bitte, Papa. Please, Father. Das Spiel hat total coole aliens. Yes. So the game has totally cool aliens. I have noticed that even in German, like speaking pure German, you can say things are total and cool, and it's they're borrowed words, so you still sound German. Das Spiel, the video game, das Spiel hat total cool aliens. What is Junior telling his dad? He wants a video game that has cool aliens. He thinks Alien is one of the coolest movies. He's a bit young for Alien, I think. He thinks aliens have invaded the department store. Oh no. I like how every time there's a multiple choice question, it essentially opens up a multiple realities. Like, where could this story have gone? Junior, du musst das Spiel nicht haben. Du kannst es grillen, musst es trinken, you must drink, möchtest es haben. Oh, möchtest, right, you would like to have it.
Möchtest es haben.
Möchtest es haben. What's grilling? You must not have the video game, you must grill the video game. Junior, it's time for you to learn the importance of backyard grilling. Möchtest es haben. Came here to say hi. What's up, man? I'm learning German. Talking about how I learned German. it's interesting since I don't see it much. Yeah. I still wasn't able to get the oh look, the chat's working, but it is too short. There we go. Let's move it up. Yeah, I was trying to get that. Let me adjust the chat on this scene as well. I was trying to get that. Whatchamacallit, Discord stream kit to work so that I could like make my mouth move. I never was able to figure it out though. But yeah, I'm gonna try to learn to make horror ambience. Oh, like music wise. I think so. Horror is a really good genre to learn how to compose for, because if you check out like B movies and very like cheaply made movies, horror and romance, like cheesy, like sexy romance, are generally like the cheapest kind of movies to make. So if you can do horror ambiance really well, then you can actually get a lot of work writing music for movies and stuff. Yeah, especially with random household items. Like if you're not willing to turn your entire house into an instrument, what are you even doing? You're disrespecting the grand tradition of horror composers and Foley artists.
Gut, ich möchte das Spiel haben. Bitte.
Gut, ich möchte das Spiel haben, bitte. Ah, okay. So ich möchte das Spiel haben. I would like to have the game. Good he's using here as kind of a okay or I agree or fine, which I don't think about. Gut, ich möchte das Spiel haben. Okay, fine. Want to be an artist on all forms. Kind of a Renaissance man, to use a very old-fashioned phrase. Yeah, I like that concept. Doing all sorts of art. The goal, I think, is to eventually like find the art form that combines all of your interests, right? Like, I'm interested in a lot of types of art, but even then there are forms of art that I am not interested in doing, like, I don't know, ballet, right? So if I can, so that means like I don't want to be like every single kind of artist, but if I can find an art form that encompasses all of the art forms that I do want to get involved with, then, you know, I can turn that into a career, right? I think that's kind of what I'm trying to do with streaming, is, you know, find an outlet for all these art forms.
Nein, du hast zu Hause so viele Videospiele.
Nein, du hast zu Hause, at home, so viele Videospiele. You and me both, man. Yeah, the struggle is real. Look, it's hard. It's hard to reconcile wanting to do everything. And I think that, you know, it always reminds me of the Tolkien quote, "Not all who wander are lost," right? I think it's totally reasonable to not want to devote your life to a single thing when there's so many cool and interesting things out there. the thing you have to kind of accept is that you won't be the best at those things because you keep changing, right? The best of the best put in decades of work onto their specific art form because that's what energizes them and satisfies them and makes them grow. If you move from thing to thing, that can be very fulfilling and that can be exciting and fun and interesting, and it's absolutely worthwhile. You just have to accept that you won't be the best at those things. Now, if you want to make things that are the best, I've found that the best way to do that is to use your experience in those other areas to find good people who do want to devote themselves and bring them to you and work together on things. So, for example, I'm working on a project on the side right now that requires a programmer. And when I was younger, I wanted to be a programmer, and I did the like TI-84 calculator games, and I learned Visual Basic and Python and stuff like that. But I didn't do it for very long. I didn't hold my interest for all that long, so I never got super good at programming. However, when it came time to do a project where it involved like actual programming that I couldn't just, do on my own, it was easier for me to find someone who knew what they're talking about because I kind of knew what I was talking about. And it was easier for me to talk to them about what I wanted out of the project because I also had that baseline of knowledge. So I think it's perfectly fine to kind of diversify and be a little bit of everything. You just have to accept that, your name is not going to be on the credits as programmer or artist or composer, right? Rather, your name is going to be on the program as director or producer, right? And for some people that, is something they want, even though they're not good at all those things. They just like to be in charge. They like to organize. They like to put things together. And that's fine. But I think it's a lot better when you want to have a hand in everything. I want to make a game that shows everything I can do, like a horror visual novel game with a linear story, yet audio and visuals and story. That sounds awesome. Visual novels are a great place to start in video games. You've probably heard of Ren'Py. Super easy to make visual novels. And horror is a good aspect to add in there because, assuming that you start with the dating perspective, it's a bit more unexpected. Although there have been some titles recently that have made horror dating visual novels a little bit more commonplace. But you could also do just a straight up horror story, which would be really cool and definitely not very common. And then, you could use that horror ambiance too. That sounds really cool. Are you working on that on your streams, your channel? Or is this kind of like a pipe dream, interest sort of thing? Because that is also cool. I want to focus more, so metaphor of depression, not yet for streams. Yeah, it's hard to put unfinished work up on streams because you're kind of letting people poke at it and talk about it. That's why I made sure that I knew lots of German before I did a German learning stream. Nein, du hast so viel Videospiele. Du hast so viele Videospiele. Does he really say video? Video?
Nein, du hast zu Hause so viele Videospiele.
Videospiele. It's more like video because it's a loan word. I wanted to focus more so metaphor of depression. Yeah, I mean, so I definitely have some of that kind of like seasonal sort of, not really seasonal, but you know, just tendency towards depressive tendencies. So yeah, if you make a game like that, I would definitely play it. Maybe even on Twitch, because apparently you play games on Twitch. Late night horror stream? Ooh.
Okay, gehen wir jetzt nach Hause?
This is such a relatable story. You can't have the video game because you have too many video games at home. You can't buy this video game because you have too many video games on Steam. Okay, gehen wir jetzt nach Hause? Okay, can we go home now? Gehen wir jetzt nach Hause? Home, at home, nach Hause.
Nein, wir gehen jetzt zu Vikram.
Nein, wir gehen jetzt zu Vikram. No, we're going now to Vikram. To Vikram's house to see Vikram.
Oh nein, seine Wohnung ist so langweilig.
Oh nein, seine Wohnung. There's the word for apartment. I remember that now. Seine Wohnung ist so langweilig. Langweilig. Boring? Boring. I feel like that connection could show people what a portion of depression could feel like. Yeah, I think one of the most powerful aspects of art is that it kind of allows you to experience feelings and situations that you never would normally, and or inspires those feelings and situations. That sounds really cool. I would definitely check that out. The hard part about that sort of art is really conveying those feelings. Like, I mean, I think that's maybe like the hard part of being a writer, is having an idea and crafting it so that it is understandable to your audience. Yeah. But that's the dream, right? I mean, same thing with language, right? You have an idea and you need to craft the words to convey that idea. It can be frustrating, but it certainly isn't langweilig. Langweilig.
Oh nein, seine Wohnung ist so langweilig.
Langweilig. Wow. Just don't make your game, don't make deine Videospiel langweilig. Honestly, I thought this could be a better outlet when I'm in a horrible mood. Well, yeah, they do say misery loves company. If you're depressed, just share your depression. No, actually don't. Yeah. In my experience, emotions in general are really, I mean, they're just the chemicals in your brain, right? And they can affect your decisions. But you have to come at them from the perspective of I'm trying to counterbalance an emotion, not solve a problem, right? If you're like, I'm in a terrible mood, surely, eating chocolate or doing blah 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 will make me happy. That's kind of the wrong angle to come at it from, right? If you think of it more like, I'm in a bad mood, I'm feeling really down, I need to channel this energy into something. I need to work through this emotion. You know, I need to actually feel bad. I need to let myself feel bad so that the chemical kind of burns off, right? And for people with diagnosed depression and anxiety, you know, those chemicals are a lot more common and a lot harder to get rid of, to the point where, you know, you absolutely should be taking medication or seeing a therapist or doctor if you need to. But approaching it from the thing of, I want to feel this emotion, right? That's why I think anxiety and have ADD. Yeah, that can be extra rough because then it's hard to focus on the activity that will help you through the anxiety. Feels.
Aber Vikram hat einen großen Fernseher und ich muss das Fußballspiel sehen.
Aber Ikram hat eine große Fernseher. Fernseher? Is that television? Television? Yes. I'm a big TV und ich muss... what did he say?
Aber Vikram hat einen großen Fernseher und ich muss das Fußballspiel sehen.
Das Fußballspiel sehen. But Vikram has a big TV and I must watch the football game. Fernseher. Fernseher. Fernseher?
Aber Vikram hat einen großen Fernseher. Aber Vikram hat einen großen Fernseher. Und ich muss das Fußballspiel sehen.
Fernseher. I haven't memorized this word yet, so television is Fernseher. If you keep watching TV, your brain will turn into ferns. So the TV is the fern watcher. Fernseher. Fernseher. All right. We'll see if that works.
Du musst das Spiel nicht sehen, Papa. Du möchtest es sehen.
Du musst das Spiel nicht sehen, Papa. Du möchtest es sehen. It's not that you must watch the game. You want to watch the game. What it said they must have something they simply wanted. Kaufhaus. 9. Zane. Gotta go stream, but I watch via phone on my BRB breaks. Hey, I'm about to probably wrap up here soon, so thanks for stopping by, man. I hope the game goes well. If you ever get further along on it or stream the process, then I will definitely check it out. Talk to you later. Langweilig. Du. How have I earned so much experience? Is 144 experience a lot? Alright. It is getting to the hour mark. Streaming making horror audio. Ooh. Okay. Well, I don't think I could do raids. But I will check it out. And if anyone else is watching, please check out Shade Lotus doing some horror audio. I think I'm going to do one more story. Let's see. Have we done 2? We already did a junior story. We already did Junior, Eddie, Zari, and Lily. Let's have someone else. What is this image? The perfect woman with this image? Why? Let's try this one. Her name is Lynn, I think.
Die Reservierung.
Die Reservierung.
Die Reservierung.
Reservierung.
Die Reservierung.
Die Reservierung. Die Reservierung. Die Reservierung. Reservierung. Reservation. Reservierung.
Bea und Lynn gehen in ein Restaurant.
Bea und Lynn gehen in ein Restaurant. Bea und Lynn.
Das Restaurant ist sehr elegant.
Das Restaurant ist sehr elegant.
Das Restaurant ist sehr elegant.
Elegant. Yeah, the restaurant is very elegant. Restaurant is a loan word from French. Same as in English. So, no spelling change.
Das Restaurant
Ist sehr elegant.
Natürlich. Heute ist dein Geburtstag.
Natürlich. Heute ist dein Geburtstag. Oh, it's Bea's birthday. Natürlich. Heute ist dein Geburtstag. Bea and Lynn are at a restaurant for Bea's birthday. Yes, that's true.
Guten Abend.
Guten Abend.
Haben Sie eine Reservierung?
Haben Sie eine Reservierung?
Ja, für
Yeah, for for 3 cats. For 2 people, or for my brother. It's
2 Personen.
2 Personen. This is a cat cafe. We brought our cats. 3 cats, please.
Okay.
Okay.
Bitte, hier ist Ihr Tisch.
Bitte, hier ist Ihr Tisch. So bitte means please, but it also can mean like, you're welcome, or thank you, or even just like, it's a little polite thing that you add. Bitte, hier ist Ihr Tisch. Tisch is table.
Und die Speisekarte.
Und die Speisekarte. The food map. The menu.
Lynn, das Restaurant ist teuer.
Lynn, das Restaurant ist teuer. Expensive.
Ja.
Ja.
Okay, was möchtest du essen?
Okay, was möchtest du essen? Okay, what do you want to eat? Uh-huh. Was möchtest du essen?
Salat ist lecker.
Salat ist lecker.
Was?
Was?
Ein Salat kostet 30 Euro?
Ein Salat kostet 30 Euro? That's 30 euros. A salad costs 30 euros at this restaurant. Yikes. Hey.
Ich möchte ein leckeres.
Ich möchte ein leckeres. I want a delicious
Wasser.
water. Well, and who wouldn't? What a hydro homie Lynn is. Oh yeah. Drink that water. Delicious. Hydration break. Crisp, fresh, clean, cold water. How many of those words do I know in German? I don't know crisp. Let's see. Crisp. We want to crisp. Brisk. Forsch. Forsch. Okay. So crisp, fresh, clean, cold water. Forsch. Frisch. Sauber. No, sauber. Kalt Wasser. Of course, they're adjectives that come before a verb, so they have different endings. So I actually messed all those up. But let me see. Forsch. Ooh, brisk. Outspoken. Forsch. Forceful. Wasser.
Gut, ich möchte einen Salat.
Gut, ich möchte einen Salat. The 30 € salad.
Und ein großes Schnitzel.
Und ein großes Schnitzel. Oh, hey. Schnitzel's pretty good, actually. So it's basically Gosh, I hate to say this in a sentence, but if you've ever had country fried steak, that's basically schnitzel. It's like breaded, it's like a big piece of breaded meat, very large and thin. And yeah, it's really good. It's as good as breaded meat is, which is good.
Und Wein.
Und Wein, wine.
Okay.
Okay. Beer is gonna bankrupt Lynn.
In einem billigen Restaurant.
In einem billigen Restaurant. Yeah, see, cheap restaurant.
Komm, wir gehen zum Griechen.
Komm, wir gehen zum Griechen. We're going to the Greek restaurant.
Aber heute ist dein Geburtstag.
Aber heute ist dein
Und der
Geburtstag.
Grieche in der Nähe ist billig, aber gut.
Und der Grieche in der Nähe ist billig, aber gut. Cheap but good. In der Nähe. I don't know that one. In der Nähe. Ah, in der Nähe. Nähe. In the proximity. In der Nähe. Und der Grieche in der Nähe ist billig, aber gut.
Das Essen und der Wein sind immer lecker.
Das Essen und der Wein sind immer lecker. The food and wine are always delicious.
Wunderbar. Ich habe großen Hunger und Durst.
Wunderbar. Ich habe großen Hunger und Durst. Großen Hunger. I have big hunger and thirst. That's how you say it. I'm hungry and thirsty. Why was Lynn happy? They decided to go to a restaurant that had cheap food and wine. The waiter offered them to eat for free. Bia admitted it wasn't her birthday today. The alternate timelines are appearing. Menu. Tisch. Heute. Teuer. Kostet. Wunderbar. Oh yeah. We did 3 stories today. That's a pretty good amount. And look at all these. Is there a way to unlock a lot more? So I guess you can get up to level 2. Wow. Whoa. Oh, wait, hold up. How many achievements did we just get? I've done this for 1 day. Okay. So we've already gotten 1 level of Sage. We've gotten 8 levels of Scholar. What the heck? 6 levels of Regal. And yeah, I set up this profile. Yeah, so I have almost all these achievements on my main account. This one is stupid difficult. There's actually 5 levels, and so you have to get to level 5 in every single skill. Takes forever, but you can do it like get into level 1 first, and then you know a little bit of everything, and then you go back and you start to review and go back through, which is what I'm trying here. And I mean, it seems to be working. I'm learning the German. Yeah, look at that, 248 words just now. All these words I apparently just learned. Not really. Well, I think that's a good place to stop, though. Why does it disappear the chat when I change screens? That just means that we'll have to refill that chat once we get more people following. Yeah, it's been fun learning German, and I hope that some of my, I hope that some of my tips were helpful, useful. They are for me. But yeah, I'm gonna go troll Twitter and put on some horror ambiance stream. So until next time, I'm Isaac Anzu, and I hope you learned something today. Later.